As we think about this modern day concept of retirement, a time in life when savers are supposed to know how to turn their life savings into a paycheck that's supposed to last as long as they do, let's take a look at what savers are and can be in charge of versus the things that the financial world is actually in control of. Oh, by the way, whenever I refer to the financial world, remember, there's basically 5 entities that are in control of most aspects of the world of finance. You got the banks, insurance companies, the government, big corporations, and finally, Wall Street. These 5 entities, for the most part, control most of the world's money and decisions that will affect our lives. So given this fact, let's start with the things we can help savers do to be in charge of their money. Number 1, how much they should be saving and spending. This is something that you are in charge of, and we can help you think through. Number 2, the decision of when to retire. Talking about the many people who come to me for a plan and think they cannot retire because in most cases, that's right, they're not working with an experienced retirement planner and they have no game plan. We can help you figure that out. Number 3, another thing you can do to be in charge of your money is how and when to give yourself permission to enjoy this money before it's too late. As I often say, the biggest mistake savers meet, and I've got thousands of people I've worked with over the years, is they wait too long to enjoy their money. Number 4, what else can you be in charge of? Well, you can be in charge of where you're going to invest the money and how much of it you want to keep safe. And that decision is oftentimes left to the advisors, and many of these advisors are putting way too much of your money at risk, especially if you're a saver. And then finally, to me, the biggest thing you're in charge of right now is who in the world you're going to trust with your money. Now, let's look at the things that are truly out of our control when it comes to planning for retirement. Number 1, what in the world the stock market is going to do in the future. Folks, again, I've stressed this before. If you're a saver and retired or nearing retirement, you've got to look at taking less risk with your money because who knows, if you're taking money out of those accounts and the market plummets, you're in trouble. Number 2, another thing we really cannot control but definitely affects our finances, and that is future interest rates set by the Fed. This affects everything. This controls the rates on annuities, on bank CDs, on inflation, and of course, what it's going to cost you should you decide to borrow money. The number 3 thing that is totally out of our control is the future tax rates that the government might impose, what might happen to Social Security, Medicare premiums, and as we're finding out as we record this show in May of 2025, even what might happen to Medicaid. Number 4, the other issue most people cannot control is family issues. That's right, the uncertainty over health, death, all kinds of things that come up. In fact, I had a fellow the other day that came in completely healthy, and he got a routine shot, here on his derriere. Unfortunately, the area was not cleaned, and when he got the shot, he got infected, and 6 months later, he finally gets to go back to work. Folks, strange things can happen. Of course, the ultimate, losing a family members in need, a lot of these things that are not anticipated. Again, I run into things like this all the time. Had an adult child who was divorced with her child that recently had to move in with her parents, which are my clients. So again, folks, who knows what the future might hold in terms of family issues. And another thing, finally, you can't control, and that's how long you're going to live, which leads to our philosophy of live well, die broke. This unique philosophy that is born out with meeting nearly 20,000 savers, a unique philosophy that I call live well, die broke. In fact, I felt so strongly about sharing this life-changing narrative with savers that I wrote a book about it, of course, called Live Well, Die Broke, which can be purchased from any major bookseller. And we have a free offer to get this book. It's an audio version, but you can get the audio version of Live Well, Die Broke by simply logging on to TonyWalkerFinancial.com. You're going to scroll down there. You can click on that link and listen to the full audio book absolutely free.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed that video. If you'd like, check out these other clips and be sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button for more videos.